Hey honeybees, welcome into another weekly angel and ancestor message here at Cusp of Roses. My name is Gabrielle. For anybody new here, welcome in. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. And special shout out to all my channel members tuning into this message early and ad-free. I love you all so very much, and I thank you for your love and support. If you want to become a channel member for access to viewer perks and bonus readings, you can join at the link in the description box below or hit that join button next to subscribe underneath this video if you see it. All right, I'd love to have you guys on the more intimate side of this channel, but let's talk about the next 7 days. Okay, there's a lot of you that are either about to enter into some sort of north node cycle. For those of you that don't know what your north node energy is, you can calculate those points and figure out that energy. I would start with the Western astrology natal chart link in my description box. It's just much simpler to understand. Vedic astrology is a little bit more advanced, okay? But it'll tell you what your north and south node is, and it'll give you a little breakdown of what all that means. But whatever that energy looks like, however that is showing up, it's typically what you're destined to evolve into in this lifetime, okay? Some of y'all are about to enter into that cycle. Others of y'all are already at the very beginning of that cycle. And as it is always with entrances into new timelines and new cycles of energy, the old timeline and the old cycles of energy are going to try to show up to make sure that you're ready to fully step into that north node, okay? So some of y'all have to find the courage and the strength to step in a new direction, to change something or do something differently that feels more in alignment with you, despite what might be comfortable, what might be familiar, what might be very routine for you, okay? We're in an earth season right now. So it feels like a little bit of like a Virgo day to day. Maybe there's like a daily habit that needs to shift, or that you know you need to change in order to better align with something that you... It's like, y'all, for whoever this message is, you know exactly what you need to do. It's just a matter of doing it and setting yourself up for success in the pursuit of that doing, okay? Some of y'all have to trust yourselves in ways that might be a little uncomfortable, but is very necessary, because that trusting muscle or that trusting practice or reflex is going to be a very crucial tool for you on this north node cycle. Others of you are just going to have to simply like protect your energy. Be very, 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 very mindful about who you surround yourself with, who you engage with, who you spend time with, who you allow in your energy, okay? Because it could be a south node cycle in disguise, okay? Some of y'all might be very attractive right now. We are in a Venetian season, so maybe there's a lot that's coming in, and there's all this like magnetism that's pulling things in towards you. So you're going to have discernment around, that's my north node and that's my south node. Now, if you want to go back down your south node path, that is your choice. That's your prerogative. You do what you want to do. But for those of you that really want to get into a deeper alignment with not just yourself, but source, the universe, God, nature, however you name it, it is just going to be very, very crucial for you to see beyond this moment and think about your future, or think about what it is that you really want down the line. So basically, over the next 7 days, this is not the time for quick fixes. This is not the time to entertain something just for the sake of it. This is not the time to distract yourself, okay? Because there are going to be a lot of distractions trying to come in to keep you off of focus of what you truly need to be centering yourself on and around. So this is about centering over the next 7 days, okay? Yeah, some of y'all just gonna have to stay the course. Like, literally do not look backwards. Don't look backwards. Keep your feet moving forward, okay? Keep your head facing forward. There is nothing for you on that old South Node timeline. Nothing for you. No matter how shiny, how pretty, how beautiful, whatever, because it just feels like it's enticing because it's familiar, it's comfortable. Do the uncomfortable thing. Stretch yourself over the next 7 days by saying no, setting boundaries, doing what you would not normally be comfortable doing, okay? Now, that doesn't mean put yourself in harm's way. Again, protect yourself. But if you know you got a soft spot for something, or you know what I mean? Like if you know you got a vice, you know you got a thing that, maybe one more time. This is not the week to one more time it. No. You will set yourself into that South Node energy for the next 7 to 8 years. With the way that the cosmos is set up right now, the next 7 to 8 years. And for some of y'all, depending on the severity of that South Node energy, the next 8 to 14 years, you will be in that energy again where you are having an opportunity to shift and align. Okay, show me a little bit more here. Who's guiding my honeybees through the next 7 days? Sage energy. See it from a higher perspective. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't see it for the moment. Oh, it's harmless. Oh, it's not going to have that big of an impact down the line. Yes, the fuck it is. Like, yeah, it is. Absolutely. That's why it would be showing up, because it knows that it's going to have some sort of impact on you. This is, again, I got to reiterate it, not the time to, oh, I'll just dip my toe back into that. It could be harmless. No. Yeah, transform and unveil your gifts at the bottom. It feels like some of y'all might be in the middle of a transformation. Some of y'all are still kind of trying to figure out what needs to transform in your world. Be devoted to what you see from your higher self. Do not mute your higher self over the next 7 days. If your intuition is saying, don't do that, don't go there. Don't be like, it's harmless. No, don't go there. Literally don't go there. Don't do it. Don't pick up that phone. Don't respond to that. Whatever it is and however it's showing up for y'all. Stay devoted to the higher perspective, okay? Yeah, feel loved and comforted. That's what I'm trying to say. Something could be trying to come in to try to comfort you, or again, get you back into some sort of comfort zone. It might reflect a comfort zone. For some of y'all, a vice is really maybe gnawing at you, okay? I'm just saying over the next 7 days. Who knows what the next 7 days after that might allow, or what might be okay over these next 7 days. Flex your strength, okay? Build some strength here. Yeah. Unleash the wild within, exactly. Don't unleash the wild within. Not the time to fall into your shadow. This is the time to actually rise into your light. It's what's needed. It's what's necessary. It's important. But I understand we're Earth Mother. We're in the Earth Mother season. Okay? Where you just, I just want to be comfortable. I just want to be this. It is a bit of a challenge. Just do your very best, okay? Do your very, very best. Your honest very best, okay? To not fall into that shadow, that she-wolf energy. Yes. So that you can shed that old South Node energy and rise into your North Node. Clarify. Who else is here guiding my honeybees over the next 7 days through this energy? Thank you. The High Priest. What did I say? You have to trust your higher self. You got to listen into that, because your higher self has intention to create your desired or dream reality, timeline, experiences. Your higher self knows what it needs. Let that lead. Don't let your lower nature come in and start howling. It just is not the time to go wild. It's not the time to be reckless. It's not the time to just say, fuck it. No. Because if you say fuck it over the next 7 days, you are going to get fucked. low-key, sorry, but that it's like, it's going to end up screwing you over. Okay? Yeah, what did I say? It's time to be the light. You have to be in your light body right now, not your shadow body. Okay? That's going to take a lot of self-control for some of y'all. Especially, again, I keep getting vice, especially if this is a vice that's involved. Okay? A coping mechanism, a habit that might be somewhat destructive. This isn't the time to say, oh, I'll recover from it. Because honestly, you might not. Not to scare anybody, not to make it dramatic, you might not recover from it. There's a lot, and I've been saying this for a while, especially for my members tuning in, there's a lot of permanency in this energy. There's a lot that's being locked in. So if you want to experience a different kind of reality, you really do want to evolve in some way, whether that's internally or externally, this is the time to lock that into your reality. Your choices decide your future. Okay? Fate. Trust the unknown. And that's what I mean. Being this light, not falling into your shadow, could be something that's a little unfamiliar for some of y'all. Or in this kind of energy, it's very hard to not. Okay? But yeah, you gotta set your sights a little bit higher. See beyond just the one moment of pleasure or the one moment of satisfaction or the one moment of rebellious. Like, it's more impactful to your long term than you're thinking. And again, you're going to do what you want to do regardless, okay? But I'm the messenger. If you want to take the message, take it. If you're like, screw that, I'm going to still do what I want to do, that's not going to happen, okay. I'm never going to be here and say I told you so, but don't act like nobody tried to tell you nothing. Because I could feel it. Oh, because we're in a stubborn season too. Some of y'all are like, I don't really care, whatever. I can handle it. Okay. Okay. So, for those of you that feel that, want to stand firmer in your light energy and not succumb to your shadow or not let your shadow run and ruin your whole world, let's see what this energy is about. Ace of Swords with the Hierophant. I cannot. I can't make it up. I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm not saying this to try to lord or be like, oh, holy in the thou. That for those of y'all that know me, for those of y'all that have been on this channel long enough, you know, maybe I got a lot of new people tuning in. Okay. Never, ever, ever am I on a soapbox. I'm in the trenches with you, just giving you my point of view, giving you the energy that I see. Okay? You ultimately know yourself better than any reader. Be a sovereign being while you're here on my channel and watching my readings. Use your intuition. Okay? But Ace of Swords with the Hierophant, not telling a lie. When I'm telling you about that permanency, I ain't lying. I ain't lying. You will be locking in patterns and cycles for the next 8 to 14 years. Choose wisely. This is not the time to be foolish. This is not the time to be silly. This is not the time to be ungrounded. This isn't the time to push the boundaries. See what you can get away with. This is the time to lock the fuck in. And I'm so serious. I'm Ace of Swords, Hierophant serious. Okay? So if you're not Ace of Swords, Hierophant serious, maybe this ain't the reading for you. Maybe I'm not the reader for you. Okay? And that's okay. There's plenty of wonderful readers here in YouTube land. Because I don't know why I feel that. Somebody wants to be like, I can do what I want to do. Yes, you can. Absolutely. But if you're here looking for guidance, don't spit on the guidance that you're getting. That doesn't even make sense. Find something else to do. If you're going to be stubborn and you don't want to listen to nobody, find something else to do. Okay? Clarify what they need to be devoted and committed to. What's the sage energy? Because that's locking in right then and there. Yeah. The 7, I'm trying to tell you, some of y'all, it's a vice. It's like, it's something that's trying to entice you into an old pattern. That I would say with the high priestess here, your higher self is tired of creating for you, tired of having to navigate. This is somebody who needs to get in control of their lower nature. God, the just judge. Yeah, contemplation makes truth known in legal proceedings. We can look at that permanency. This is a whole, everybody's under judgment right now. You will be judged on your choices and decisions. That will yield you your verdict and your sentencing. You can either be sentenced to bliss, peace, joy, alignment, or dysregulation, disconnection, chaos, because that's what you chose. Okay? So think about it. Sit with yourself now. And think about not just you in this moment. See beyond just this moment. Is future you going to be supportive of what you choose to do right now? Is what you're choosing to do setting future you up for success or for failure? Some of y'all souls are tired of failing through things, where the path to success is like right there. You just have to fight just a little bit harder to not lose control of yourself. Can't control anything else but of yourself. Some of y'all are being tested in this way to show strength. Have you really been flexing and working out those faith muscles, that trust muscle, that intuitive muscle? Or have you just been skipping out on the workouts? Do you see what I'm saying? Have you just been kind of not doing it all the way, going through the motions? What's the higher perspective here? Thank you. The Queen of Swords. Okay. Ritual and ceremony. God, the hope of all the earth. Can acquire all the treasures of heaven and earth. Yeah. This is about making wise choices and decisions. Kind of putting the emotional, feely, carnal energy to the side. Logically think about what you're doing. I don't know who needs to hear this, but this is not the time to run the same risk. You already know the outcome of that. It's manifested in your life multiple times probably. You already know what's going to happen. Do not self-sabotage. For someone here, it's going to take a lot of strength for you to not sabotage yourself. Okay? Let's see how we can avoid that, because it feels very, very serious. Clarify this, feel loved and comforted. Yeah, and not just here for a moment. For a moment of comfort, you're going to sacrifice 8 to 14 years of your life for just a moment of comfort. That's what you would be trading. 7 of Pentacles. Temperance at the bottom. I can't make it up, child. The lovely God. Discernment, general prosperity, the deliverance of prisoners. Someone has been someone's been imprisoned by their lower nature. But the funny thing is you also have the key. It's self-imprisonment. Because you're not making the choice and decision to be stronger than your lower self. That's a mental game. Somebody has to beef up their mental body. Mind over matter, always. And with temperance and this reconciliation with that she-wolf in reverse, do not unleash the wild within right now. There's a time and a place for all of that. It's not now. It wouldn't be in reverse if it was the time for that. But that's the temptation. I would even say, too, this is not the time to reconcile with anybody from your past. If you got people trying to reach out to you, trying to reconnect, oh, I haven't heard from you, oh, I haven't seen you, oh, come over here, oh, meet me there. No, not over the next 7 days, no. You would be either, and that's so crazy. I had a dream like that. Yeah, it's like there's a hidden trap. And the path that you're walking, you're going to walk right into the trap if you don't catch yourself. Someone wants to, or something wants to kind of invite you out or get you off a path to trap you. Keep you stuck. Again, the next 8 to 14 years. Oh yeah, the 3 of Cups, right? Fame and renown, exactly. Influences, conference, voyages, and great discoveries. What did I just say? Someone wants to, or something is attempting to influence you off your path. You could have one little drink. Like, let's say like that, it's like that, a vice. Let's say you're sober. You can have one little drink. That's not going to send you spiraling. Who? Huh? What do you mean? Why would you even, like, for me, like, that's a whole thing. If you know somebody's sober like that or really trying to change life, why would you even say that? You might not spiral after one drink, after not drinking in a while, but you don't know what that might do to somebody who really struggles with that. That's what I'm saying. It's coming through as like a subtle, oh, you could just have a little bit. You could just, it's all right. You'll be able to balance it. No. You won't. Deny the 3 of Cups. Deny the 3 of Cups. Whatever that means for you. Whatever that influence is. Some of y'all, it could be an invitation out somewhere. It's just not the time. And if that is something that is maybe a part of your lifestyle or part of whatever, sit with yourself. Be the sage. Sit with yourself to say, okay, is that, again, going to support my future self? Or is that going to set me back a couple days? Couple years? Like, is that a reflection of who I truly want to be? Or is that a reflection of the old me? Do I even really trust this person, or am I just in the habit of going along with whatever they do? Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, you got to really pay attention to yourself. We have a lot of energy in Aries, the first house. Pay attention to yourself, your own patterns and habits. Because some of that is ready to shed. The King of Wands in reverse. Recklessness. I'm trying to tell somebody. With the Chariot, I cannot make it up. Somebody's higher self is trying to create an opportunity for the Chariot to come take them from one timeline to the next timeline, to a more aligned one. This is a portal energy. Okay. Some of y'all, in order to step into the portal, you have to sacrifice the King of Wands in reverse. Pattern, behavior, habit, mindset. Which is absolutely the, I'll just have one. I'll just do it a little bit behind the scenes, and no one will know. It's devious, it's sneaky all the way around. This is not the time. It just isn't. Because what you used to be able to hide in the shadow is now integrating with the light. So there is no more shadow of protection or cloak of protection like that. It's all in the light. Everything is coming to the light. So you think you're going to do that behind the scenes. It's going to be so in front of the scenes, so seen, that it's not even funny. And then that's going to bring about a sense of, why would you even try that knowing that the spotlight was on you like that? Like, do you see what I'm saying? It's wisdom. Some of y'all got to start operating and moving and thinking and speaking and acting out of your wisdom. No more foolish games. Unless that's what you want to permanently exist in. Because you also have that choice. Okay? And look, King of Wands upright is eloquent. Watch what you say. This isn't the time to be going off on people. Gives answers to those in doubt, in reverse. Some of y'all, won't get the answer until you shed this. This is, yeah, somebody here is struggling with integrating with themselves, but it's the King of Wands in reverse energy that's blocking that. That's that South Node. So some of y'all, your South Node could be in fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The Knight of Cups. The revealing God, yeah. Perception and revelation discovers hidden treasure, reveals secrets of nature. The High Priest. Someone's higher self is trying to reveal something to them about them. It's this King of Wands energy in reverse. Someone's asking for an answer. What do I need to do? Why is this happening? How can I do this? It's this King of Wands in reverse in you that you need to put in check. This King, confirmation by my phone. King of Wands in reverse that is so susceptible to that Three of Cups. Overindulges in that Three of Cups. That's what you need to rein in. And only you can do that. Nobody can do that for you. You have to find the strength and the fortitude. Fortify your solar plexus. Some of y'all, that's your weak point. Get into your solar plexus. I have a curated chakra healing playlist on my channel. You can check that out and start there. You can just do a quick little YouTube search, find a frequency, a vibration that works for you. You can wear the color yellow. You can spend more time in the sun. You can create heat in the body, eat or drink ginger. So many ways to activate that energy center. Get active so that your will for your future, for your life, for your path is stronger than the will of any entity, energy, will, and intention of someone else or something else. Some of y'all are giving your power away for a moment. And you're going to trade in that moment of whatever it is, satisfaction or whatever. And you're trading in 8 to 14 years of your life being imprisoned by that. Okay? Seven of Swords. Knowledge of good and evil appeases divine anger, cures epilepsy. God nurturing and maintaining everything, be the light. Yeah. Propagation of light, the Page of Wands. Saves from enemy. Someone's higher self is trying to save them from an enemy. And the enemy could be themselves. Doesn't even have to be anybody or a force outside of yourself. You could be your own enemy right now. That version of you, that South Node energy, that's this King of Wands in reverse, that tends to sabotage a lot or has already sabotaged a lot for you. It's time to learn and apply what you know and embody that knowledge. Hierophant with the Ace of frickin' Swords we saw at the beginning. Yeah, Five of Swords with the Eight of Wands. The acquisition of wisdom. I can't make it up. Makes one passionate towards God, which is really your higher self. Some of y'all have a desire to know yourselves in new ways, but you You got to stop blocking that knowledge by operating as something that isn't, I mean, maybe it is a part of yourself, but it isn't all of you. For some of y'all, this Knight of Wands energy isn't even a true reflection of who you are. It's a habit. It's a coping identity. And it's an identity that was developed, an ego that was developed to protect, to navigate maybe some trauma, because it's South Node energy. Are you brave enough to shed that ego and allow your true light, your true self, to shine through? Or are you going to be too scared to do that and stay in that ego? Some of y'all have a choice and decision to make. And it absolutely is going to affect the next 14 years of your life. Clarify, be the light. Yeah, the Knight of Swords. Intellectual richness protects fertility of women, makes children respectful towards their parents. Yeah, all pervading God. You got to think about it. Think it all the way through. Think beyond just the moment, beyond just the next day or the next week. Is this going to set me up or set me back? And be honest with yourself about that. I don't care how many times you've pulled yourself up out of a setback. I don't care how many times you just, I'll just, I'll make up for it on the back end. I don't care how many times that's worked for you. That is not the cosmic climate right now. No, it's not going to work out like that. It's almost like training wheels are gone. You either pedal so you stay up on that bike, or you're going to fall off. Okay? I can't make it up. You either Knight of Wands it, or you have a death. Clarify what's the unknown. The Hangman. The only God, desire for knowledge. Yeah, protects from liars, evil spells, and bad spirits. I'm trying to say, some of y'all, you almost have to protect yourself from yourself. That's thinking about future you. So if it's like, if I got too much time on my hands, I might be tempted to do something. Don't have so much time on your hands. Find something to do. Occupy yourself. In non-destructive ways. Go learn something new. Go try something new. Go read. Go work out until your mind is back focused. Help your future self stay on track. That's what that looks like. That's how you protect you from you. If you know you got vices like drinking and stuff, don't go to that party. You don't need to do that. You don't need to be there. If you know you're not going to have the strength to resist and say no, don't put yourself in the situation. It's as simple as that. But that takes a lot of strength. And that's what someone's having to pull out. The strength to say no to their South Node. That they maybe been operating out of for a while. Clarify the Sage with the Seven of Cups. Yeah. I'm trying to tell you, entertaining the Seven of Cups is going to lead to death. And that might just be an ending to your potential, an ending to something that was destined for you, an ending to a path that was going to lead you into your North Node, an ending to an opportunity that you maybe really need. Clarify the higher perspective from the Queen of Swords. Thank you. Oh. The Emperor. What part of you is in control? What part of you is in control? Yeah, ritual and ceremony. Somebody has a habit. 9 of Wands. Elevation of the soul, revelation of mysteries. Universal medicine. Somebody has a habit that they need to heal. And again, it doesn't have to necessarily, vices don't have to be like drugs and alcohol. Although it could be. A vice could be food, TV, anything done in excess that causes delay, distraction, and damage. Over the next 7 days, discipline has to be your best friend. If you, in fact, want to be in alignment with your higher self. If you don't want that, okay. But you're more in control of that than you're allowing yourself to think you are. What's the feel loved and comforted with the 7 of Pentacles? Yeah, the 8 of Wands and the King of Cups. Discovering the person responsible might be you. It's like somebody has to have a real honest conversation with themselves about themselves. Somebody is either being called to look into the mirror, or a mirror is being held up to someone over the next 7 days. And they could choose to honor that reflection or crack the mirror. The Magician. Right, your choice. Spiritual wisdom and magic help one gain wisdom and discover hidden secrets. The generous God. Discernment will help you gain wisdom. Discernment is also a discipline, a practice. Somebody wants to be the emperor, wants to be the high priest, wants to be the Hierophant, but they don't want to be disciplined or have discernment. Those are the foundational requirements for those energies. So if you don't want to embody that, then you have to let go of the desire of being the emperor, the Hierophant, high priest, high priestess, whatever that looks like for you. Yeah, 10 of Wands. Having to say no to the 3 of Cups could be a heavy burden, but it's not a burden that's too heavy for you to carry. Spiritual communication influences religion, teachers, and men of law. God humiliating the proud. This is what I mean. It's like somebody might be walking into a humiliation ritual and not know it, because someone knows how to call to the lower nature of someone. Someone knows how to pull the ego out of someone else, which is just going to end up embarrassing them down the road, or it's a trap like that. I'm going to get you in your ego so then I can make a fool out of you. When all you got to do is not fall to your ego. And I'm saying, like, all you got to do, I know that's hard. I know that's hard when you're not in practice of that, but that's why you have to practice. And this is an opportunity for somebody over the next 7 days to practice. You want to be the emperor and the high priest? Practice. That's not just a title and energy that's just given to you just because. It's the same thing I was talking about, I think, a few weeks ago, or maybe even a couple months ago, maybe. Age and wisdom have no correlation with one another. Just because you're a certain age does not mean you are wise. Wisdom requires practice and action. This is why you could have people who are younger than you that are wiser than you, because they use their discernment. This is why it's important to listen to the youth. Don't be so caught up in your old head, old age, superiority complex that you can't humble yourself to listen to a child or someone that's younger than you. This could be someone's inner child. Younger versions of self that's trying to say, hey, we're tired of the sabotage. We're tired of having to go through this. We're ready to evolve. And you have to listen if that, in fact, you want to be in harmony with yourself. If you want inner peace, you have to find that harmony. I can't make it up. High Priestess and the Devil. This is the battle that somebody's going through. Someone's higher self is trying to get them out of their shadow. But that takes cooperation from you by using your discernment and your wisdom. Just because you are of a certain age does not mean you are wise. Doesn't mean that you should be in some sort of position because of how long it. No. What have you done to prove your wisdom? It's like being in old age and still making foolish choices and decisions, but wanting people to respect you. What have you done to gain that respect? It's earned. Emperor status, earned. High Priest energy, earned. High Priestess energy, earned. So if you want it, you gotta earn it. It's not going to be given to you just because. Yeah, just because you feel like you deserve it for whatever reason. That's ego. That's the King of Wands in reverse. Tell me more about this Oskin, the Ada, because you got to walk away from that. I'm trying to tell you. Maybe this King of Wands in reverse represents somebody for some of y'all that you got to shed, you got to let go of, you got to walk away from. Because all they want to do is trap you in your South Node. That's it. Foolishly. Like a fool. I can't make it up. Walk away from the fool. And even if that fool is a version of yourself, walk away from that fool. Leave that fool at home. Don't bring that fool out with you. Yeah. The transformation or the change and the shedding skin that someone needs is walking away from this King of Wands attitude, behavior, mindset, or energy or person. You know your situation in yourself, place it how that fits. But whatever it is, it's showing up in your world as a King of Wands in reverse. What's the intention of this High Priest with the Knight of Cups? The Ace of Swords. I can't make it up. Somebody wants to attain your friendship, to create a particular perception for themselves. Sit with that. Meditate on that. Think about that. Think beyond just the moment. Some of y'all have somebody trying to attach themselves to you, because then it's going to shift how people see them. Well, if I can get Honeybee to be my friend, or be around me, or be interested in me, or you know what I'm saying? If I could, then I'm looked at as closer to this High Priestess Emperor energy than I truly am. Don't let people use your light and your energy for their illusions. No. And maybe that's it. Some of y'all don't say no enough. It's like, oh, all right, I'll help you. No. That's what somebody's banking on. Somebody has that. It's like, I don't want to seem like I'm so high and mighty. It's not about being high and mighty. It's just discernment. It's just discernment. Yeah, sometimes based on the work that you've put into yourself, into your world, into your life, you can't allow certain people around you. That's not being stuck up. That's not being snobby. It's being wise. You entertain the fool, you get foolish games. Foolish things happen. Why would you let fool energy like that, mischief energy like that, around something that you work so hard to build? Once a snake, always a snake. Like it's some of y'all, this is, that Knight of Wands in reverse is so easily activated that you'll forget that what is actually calling you or asking you out or trying to connect with you is a snake that once bit you. It's like somebody with short-term memory. Or like well, I don't want to be that person that holds grudges. It's not about holding a grudge. You can forgive, but you can't forget. And somebody seems to forget because that ego gets inflated or it gets stroked in a certain way. And now it's like, okay, I feel, no, that's the trap. Somebody, ooh, child. You either are about to fall for that trap. Somebody already maybe has. 7 of Swords. Because then when you stand in your light, you'll be able to see the strategies of whoever and whatever, even if that's something happening within you. You'll see the strategy of your lower nature that might need a little bit of integration or that's been a little untamed for too long. You'll see the strategy. Oh, you always like to pop up right when I'm about to step into something that's meant for me. Okay. So then you have to be mindful of keeping that energy locked in or locked up or heal whatever it is. That's the work. But if everybody and anybody and anything has access to that shadow in you because you don't protect it, and it gets you to sabotage yourself, you would really only have you to blame. You can't blame nobody else for that because you said yes to it. You decided to show up in that energy. You let that part of you roam free or drive the car, drive the boat, drive the chariot. That was your choice. Can't blame it on other people. Because then that's saying that everybody has control over you. And that's not how an emperor rolls. And that's definitely not how a high priest rolls. So it's like somebody really wants to have that energy, but they also don't do the work to be in that energy. And we've all been there. But that's what I mean. You got to have that honest conversation with yourself. How am I getting in the way of what I say I want? And get disciplined about getting out of your way. Clarify the Hangman. Sun in reverse. Right. Restoration of life, protection from adversaries. Right. It's almost like somebody knows exactly what happens, but then every time it shows up, they act like they don't know. I don't know what that is. Somebody likes to act clueless when they have all the clues in the world. Somebody wants to just keep giving chances when they know how it's going to end. But maybe there's hope there, or it's like, oh, no, like, because it's something about the ego. The ego then convinces, oh, they wouldn't do that because now I'm the one. Or now no. Yes, they would because they've done it before. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the light of understanding. This next 7 days is about acquiring knowledge from the self. Some of y'all got to sit with your higher self, really listen in to your voice, that quiet, calm voice that says, this isn't right, this isn't for us, this is what you need to do. And tone down or maybe even mute that loud voice of the ego. I'm going to show them and I'm going to tone that all the way down. Somebody has a habit of bearing their wounds. And they might not even know it. But maybe that's what's going to be revealed to somebody here over the next 7 days. That they can't really be mad at people for stabbing them in the wounds if you keep holding them open. And showing them and displaying them. All right. Let's see what synchronicities are tied into this message so that you'll know how to connect over the next 7 days. Thank you. Unconditional love. Right. And that's what somebody feels like they're operating out of. well, I'm never going to be that because, you know, that's just not how it's not even about, it's wisdom. It's like, it's unwise to cast your pearls among swine, right? For those of you that might read the Bible or have that background. Unconditional love is not continuing to cast your pearls among swine because you love the swine. And the swine just don't know because they don't love themselves, so I'm going to love them. I'm going to love them. I'm going to love them so hard because they don't love themselves, so I'm going to love them. No, that is not how that is. That literally means be discerning. Don't cast your pearls among swine. Swine don't care. They will, not to get gross, they eat anything in their sight. Yes, of course, maybe they've been bred that way, sure. But that's their reality. They will eat their own young if it's in their way. They will eat trash. They don't care. They just eat. So to be like, oh, they care. No, they don't. That's not unconditional love. That's playing the fool and being fooled. Being the joker. Unconditional love also means protecting yourself. Unconditional love also requires protection. Detachment sometimes, distance sometimes. It doesn't mean that you have to have vendettas and get back and revenge. That's really what it is. You don't carry revenge in your heart. But that also doesn't mean that you entertain something that you know is not right for you. Okay, so 24, you might see that. 6 could also be a significant number. What other synchronicities? Habit. I cannot make it up. Like I said, this is a habit that someone has not seen within themselves or is struggling to see it. Too committed to the pattern because it's become some sort of comfort. Not recognizing how it's destroying their peace, their health, their well-being, their longevity, their prosperity, their abundance. It's like martyrdom. Stop being the martyr. That is a psychological warfare game that's been casted on many. Stop being the martyr. Just because you know you can rise again from it doesn't mean that you have to or you should. Self-love. Thank you. Manifestation, forgive, and rebellion. Right. Abundance and reflect. Like I said, 6 could be significant. 5s could be significant. Some of y'all got to forgive yourself for the choices, decisions, and actions you made when you were the Knight of Wands in reverse. Forgive yourself for allowing people to use your shadow against you. Forgive yourself for letting people close enough to you to discover what your shadow and your vices are. Forgive yourself for thinking that they wouldn't turn that into ammunition or a weapon against you. Forgive yourself for not utilizing your discernment. It's a lot of forgiveness of the self. And it's almost like because someone struggles with forgiving themselves, they keep falling back into the pattern because they think it's going to unlock something new, and it's not. Because it hasn't. And it won't. Because that's not how that works. If you continue to choose to rebel against your higher self, and maybe that's why someone does it, because they think it's unconditional love, I keep hearing permanence. There will be permanent separations. You won't be able to reclaim that access back. You might have to live out the rest of your tenure here in this lifetime disconnected from yourself. Alignment with your light. Stop rebelling against your alignment, because your alignment is trying to save you. Yes, it might require work, and it might be difficult. It might require sacrifice. But that sacrifice now sets you up for prosperity and abundance in the future. Not sacrificing now is going to make you sacrifice down the line, when it probably is going to be even less convenient for you to do so. Bite the bullet now. Heal from it. Do what you need to do. It's not a game. It's not a game. But again, you choose to play it like that. Don't be surprised when the prize ain't worth it. And don't act like the universe and the divine and God and nature didn't give you an opportunity. Don't go crying about, oh, woe is me. Don't go play the victim, because you victimized yourself. It's that kind of intolerance. Like, it's just not, it's not gonna fly. Not under these cosmic skies right now. It's not gonna fly. Clarify, right? Stability. Inevitable. Instability will be inevitable. You have an opportunity to stabilize yourself now. Take advantage of that opportunity. Do what you need to do to get out of that Knight of Wands in reverse energy, however that's represented for you, so that you can have a stable future. So that you can step in progress into your potential, which requires you making choices that support that now. Not when you, it's like, and that's one of my pet peeves. It's that whole mindset of, we'll address that when we get to the bridge. We'll cross that bridge when it shows up. No, because you don't know what conditions you're going to be under when you get to that bridge. Make that plan now. Start working on it now. Start thinking about it now, so that no matter the chaos or the conditions that you arise to that bridge in, you already have a game plan. You already know what's up. But having to think through chaos just to get over a bridge when you could have had that plan before, it's crazy making. It's insanity. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. We'll figure it out. You might not have time to figure it out once you get to that bridge. If you have the time to think about it now, it's coming up in your higher self to say, maybe I need to think about that. Think about it. Do what you need to do. Listen to yourself. Stop rebelling against it. It's so simple. It really, truly is. It just takes a lot of discipline. You gotta want to be prepared. You have to want it more than whatever the cost of the sacrifice or whatever little time you gotta take out of your normal day or your comfort or your leisure to go get it done. And I say all this with so much love. I promise you, playfulness. But it's serious. Like, it's almost kind of like your last shot or someone's final warning. It's a last-ditch effort from someone's higher self to really save them. Because again, if you don't want to be saved, then fine. But don't look for a savior when you get to that bridge. When shit starts to hit the fan, don't call on nobody. I don't know why I have to say it like that. I'm so serious. Don't be looking for someone to come in because you made the choice and decision. So you're going to have to figure it out. Passion. Mindfulness. Okay? It's like, get passionate about your alignment. Not passionate about the South Node energy. Not passionate. That's what it is. It's a misplace of passion. Misplace of fire energy. King of Wands in reverse. You're more fired up about being rebellious. Whoever this is. Whatever part of you I'm speaking to. More fired up about being rebellious. More passionate about rebellion. And just being anti. It's Taurus season, child. Jesus. So this is happening. This could be happening in all of us. Of course it is. We all gonna have to sit with, what are we rebelling against? And is that rebellion worth it? What's the reward for that rebellion? If there's no reward for it, why are we doing it? If it only brings more drama, problems, chaos, why are we doing it? Let's get out of our own way and get passionate about alignment. Get passionate about alignment so that you can manifest what it is you want to manifest. Getting passionate about alignment is also self-love. Okay, so let's talk about this habit. Hold on. Y'all know I like to read the reversals. And we'll end it. I love you all so very much, okay? I really do. I love you so much that I want you to be passionate about. I'm passionate about your alignment, okay? I want you to stop hurting yourselves unnecessarily. Yeah, okay. Habit in reverse. Stagnation and feeling stuck. Routines that are draining. Reacting before thinking. King of Wands in reverse. Reacting before thinking. If people know how to get a reaction out of you and you don't know how to rein that part of you in and not give them the reaction that they're looking for, you are going to slip into your South Node and you're going to stay there permanently. There might not be, from the way I'm feeling it, there isn't going to be another opportunity, maybe in this lifetime, for you to step onto your North Node path. Which means you might have to repeat everything all over again. You might have to come back down here. Take it as it resonates. If you believe in reincarnation. And burnout from overwork. Okay? It's time to take a moment to reflect on why you're doing what you do, child. I can't. Are you working towards joy? Or are you simply working to work? Your purpose here on this planet is much greater than just being another cog in the machine. That rebellion energy. Break the habit of monotony. Start new routines that allow you to invest in your own well-being. Being the Knight of Wands in reverse. Knight of Wands in reverse. So some of y'all are even in the Knight of Wands in reverse. Oof. Being the King of Wands in reverse is not investing in your well-being. Entertaining that Three of Cups energy is not investing in your well-being. The affirmation here, for those of you that might be struggling with this habit, I can always change for the better. That's what you need to surrender to. Changing for the better, because it is going to benefit you. Start seeing the benefit in the changes that your higher self is asking you to make, because they're not asking you to do that for funsies, for the heck of it, for no reason. We just want to see you do it. No, there's a purpose. More than likely, a lot of manifestations behind that, but you have to get yourself in alignment. You have to use your solar plexus free will to get yourself in alignment. You have to want it. Some of y'all, this is somebody in your world who don't want to be upright. They don't want to be upright. They don't want the alignment. You got to let them go. 8 of Cups it. You have to let them go. Because you wanting it for them isn't going to make them want it for themselves. They have to want that for them. And if they don't want that for them, let them walk that path. That doesn't mean you don't love them anymore. That doesn't mean you don't care. It means you understand that their will for their life is always going to be stronger than your will for their life. Let go. Let them arrive to that bridge and have to figure out that chaos on the fly and go through all. That's what they want to do. Let them do it. That's what I'm saying. It's like, if they're going to be stubborn about that, let them be that. You don't have to change that person. They have to want to change. All right. All right. I love y'all. I got to say it again. I love you so very much. And I really do hope that this message brought some sort of clarity, confirmation, maybe a little bit of healing truth that somebody needed over the next 7 days from whenever you see this. Keep in mind, all the readings here on my channel are timeless despite the month and or dates. In the titles, it's energy and it is fluid. We're all operating and cycling through different cycles at different times, at different rates, at different paces. If this found you in the moment, it is meant for you. Let me know what resonated with you from this message. If you saw yourself in this energy, if this connects to somebody, to you, your thoughts, okay, whatever, down in the comments down below. I love to hear from y'all. I truly do. Okay, and make sure you like this reading so it can circulate out to somebody who might need to hear the message here in YouTube world, and definitely share the message if you know somebody could benefit from it. I appreciate that love and support. Those are all ways to sow love into this community. More ways to sow love here is all linked in the description box below. If you want your own personal angel and ancestor message with me, you can book that at my website, cusproses.store. You can shop the collective merch there at that store, at the same website as well. That's linked down below. Okay. And do so much more. Check it out in the description box. I love you all so very much again. Okay, I truly do. And I'll see y'all next week. Namaste.